Yo! All right, here it is. Week two. Always two there are. Right off the bat, man, Thursday night we got the sorry, no account bum, and yet 1-0 New York Football Jets. Geno Smith and company travel to the Death Star to take on the Emperor and Anakin, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. And you know I'm taking Belichick and Brady, man. I can't go with the Jets. I think they got lucky. I think that Rex is on borrowed time. And it might actually be closer than, forget that. I'm overthinking that. The fact of the matter is, if dude doesn't knock Geno Smith out of bounds, the Jets lose that game and they're 0-1, and we're talking about firing Rex tomorrow. So the fact that he escaped just means that it's one extra week before he's on television. Next, we have the 1-0 St. Louis Rams, and I believe I had that one over the no account Cardinals, taking on the 0-1 no account bums, the Atlanta Falcons. You know, it's a case of a little too much money in Matt Ryan's pocket and not enough wins to, I heard somebody say, I've never heard of a situation where you pay a man that much money and he ain't won nothing other than Tony Romo. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the no account Falcons Dale, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a get right game for the Falcons. You know what, man? I like St. Louis in this one again. I like what Jeff Fisher's doing, man. I'm going to take the Rams on the road until the Falcons really show me something. I like the Rams. Next, we have Cam Newton and all of the Auburn money and 0-1 traveling to the Buffalo all right, to the Buffalo Bills. And Bills could have won that game, but let's be honest, man. Without Tom Brady, they're garbage. And Danny Amendola, who is already hurt. In fact, he was hurt going into the Bills game last week. I know because I have him on my fantasy team and I had to bench him. So, can Cam beat Buffalo on the road? Carolina's one of those weird teams, man, that you don't think is ever going to win when they're supposed to win, and when they win when they're supposed to lose. So I want to pick Buffalo based on how well they played against New England, but this is one of those games where if I pick Buffalo, Carolina's going to win. So because I want to pick Buffalo, I'm going to pick Carolina instead and go with Auburn money. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears. And I talked badly about the Bears last week, and the Bears came out and won. Pretty much Minnesota's one-dimensional. AP's going to get his, and then they're going to do a whole bunch of nothing. I like the Bears' defense. Peanut Tillman is a certified beast. And Mark Trestman, I still don't trust you, but you are 1-0, and I think you go to 2-0. Next, we have the no-account Cleveland Browns, who I stupidly believed in last week, versus the world champs, the Baltimore Ravens. And this is very much a get-right game for Baltimore. They're going to beat down Trent Richardson, and the Browns. Sorry, Brown fans. Next, we have my Dallas Cowboys. 1-0 Cowboys. Oh, man. They're at my chefs, man. What do I do? You got my Cowboys, who I love, and my Kansas City Chiefs that I love, son. Well, if somebody's going to have to beat the Chiefs, it might as well be me. Of course I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Chiefs at home. This is Andy Reid. We know about beating up Andy Reid. And let's be honest. When they cut to sideline shots of Andy Reid wearing that red Kansas City outfit, you wanted some Kool-Aid, didn't you? Because I did. Kool-Aid. Next, we have Bob Griffin and the 0-1 Redskins, which I did not think would be 0-1. I didn't have that one right. I don't think any of us had that one right. Nobody expected Philadelphia to actually look like a good squad. Not after what they did last year. And they're taking on the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. I got to take the Packers at home, man. They're 0-1. They're coming off that L to San Francisco, who they played very tight. Part of me wants to pick Washington in the upset, but I don't think a couple of drives in the fourth quarter by Bob, against a Philly defense that, basically was playing with a 100 million point lead, warrants me thinking that all of a sudden the Skins showed enough to beat Green Bay at home. Now, if this were in FedEx, I might feel different. But Packers go to 1-1. I think the Skins go to 0-2. But fret not, Redskins fans. You were 3-6 to start the season last year, and then you won the division. So ain't nothing over. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans, 1-0 Titans, at 1-0 Houston. And I like the Texans in that one. Next, we have Miami, and how they got a win just boggles my mind. But that'll all end this week when they take on the Andrew Lucks in Andrew Luck territory in Indy. So I like Andrew Luck to go to 2-0. Next, we have the no-account bum trash Chargers taking on Oregon, basically, because that certainly wasn't any Eagle team I ever saw last night. So I like Oregon to beat down San Diego. And I can't believe I'm actually scared of Philly right now, again. Next, we have Calvin and Johnson traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. And you know what? I'm going to go with Detroit. Until somebody beats them, I like what Detroit is doing. Then we have the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bruce the Buccaneer himself. And, Drew Brees, Sean Payton. It's hard to stop, man. They're going to go do what they do in Tampa. And then next we have Peyton Manning taking on Eli Manning. 4 o'clock game Sunday. I'm surprised they're not flexing this out to like a Sunday night game, but they just had Peyton on to, Thursday night or whatever, and then Eli was on Sunday last week, so Sunday night rather. Denver will run roughshod over New York. New York is in trouble. 6 turnovers. Word. Yeah, they're done. At least for now. Who knows, man, the way this league is plays out. But for right now, first 4 games of the season, I have no trust in the Giants. Next, we have Jokesonville, really, at Chokeland. And I think Chokeland gets off the snide here, in the poo-poo, crap bowl of the week. I like Oakland, to win this toilet bowl game. Because somebody has to win this putrid game, and it might as well be the Chokeland Faders. Next, we have Game of the Week Sunday. Now I know why nothing got flexed out, because this is Game of the Week right here. You got the San Francisco 49ers and cue the boos taking on the Seattle Sea Chickens and cue more boos. Yeah, because this is the Boo Bird Game of the Week. I hate both of these squads, except in Madden, where I love you, Seattle, because you're my squad. In Madden. But in real life, I hate you, and I hope you die. If there was a way I could just blow up the stadium and both teams take a loss, I would do that. But since I have to pick someone to win this game, and it is in Seattle, sorry, Stan, I must take the Seahawks to upset your Niners. Next, we have the trash Pittsburgh Steelers, and they, oh my lord, man, they look like hot sewage. Taking on Cincinnati, and I got to take on Cincinnati. And this is just going to be a straight route because Pittsburgh is a shell of its former self. They have no O-line, they have no defense. They're done. I like Cincinnati big, 34 to nothing. Bank it. 34 to 0. My picks are in. Get yours in. Deuces.